أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله القائل إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيد محمد الفاتح لما أغلق وخاطر لما سبق ناصب الحق بالحق وهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره العظيم ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم اللهم إن نسألك علما نافعا ونعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع اللهم نور قلوبنا اللهم طهر قلوبنا من الرياء والنفاق وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. We are going through Silsilah al-Ibriz bi Aziz in this next majlis, and we'll be going over Hadith number 24, and this has also been translated and known as al-Arba'in Shah Waliullah Dehlawi, the 40 Hadith collection of Shah Waliullah Dehlawi, in which we have received permission going through this chain that goes back to Shah Waliullah, that then traces back to Abu Muhammad al-Hasan al-Baqi al-Husayni, that goes back through the Husayni lineage, of course, through Zain al-Abidin Ali ibn Hussein, the father of Hussein, who is part of this Sanad. Also Zain al-Abidin's other sons, Umar al-Ashraf, who was well known, Zayd al-Shahid, who is very well known, and also probably of the most well known of those is Muhammad al-Baqir, the father of al-Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq, the teacher of al-Imam Nu'man ibn Thabit, also known as Abu Hanifa, and al-Imam al-Sadiq, also one of the teachers of Imam Malik ibn Anas, also Sufyan al-Thawri, and other great scholars, and Arifin Shaqiq al-Balkhi, and others. May Allah be well pleased with all of those noble people that we mentioned, and may Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala elevate their status. We will read the hadith with takhrij and some explanation. Again, hadith number 24, قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم الواد للفراش وللعاهر الحجر الواد للفراش للعاهر الحجر. Translated is the son, literally the son is to the bed, or the son belongs to the bed, and stoning, or the stone, is for the adulterer. This hadith also is narrated by the Shaykhain. When we say Shaykhain al-Hadith, this means Al-Imam Bukhari rahimahullah ta'ala and Imam Muslim rahimahullah ta'ala, also from Abu Dawud and Imam Nasa'i, and also Ibn Majah, and coming through the riwayah of our mother Aisha, may Allah be well pleased with her. And this also goes through the riwayah besides of Sayyidina Ali and Aisha, also from Abu Huraira, through the Shaykhain, Bukhari wa Muslim, wal Imam Ahmed ibn Hanbal rahimahullah ta'ala, also from Imam al-Tirmidhi, Imam al-Nasa'i, and also from Abu Dawud, again in his Sunan, from Dhu Nurayn Uthman ibn Affan, and also from Imam al-Nasa'i through Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, and also Abdullah ibn Zubair, and then a relationship from Ibn Majah, from Amr, through Abu Umama al-Bahili, the Sahabi, may Allah be well pleased with him, and also narrated in Darimi's Sunan by Abdul Razak as-San'ani, and al-Musannaf of Ibn Abi Shayba, Abu Shaykh, and al-Amthal, Imam al-Bayhaqi, and al-Qada'i, and Musnad al-Shihab, in which takhrij was done by the Sheikh of our Shuyukh, in which is known as Fath al-Wahhab, by Sharif Ahmed bin Muhammad bin Siddiq al-Ghumari. So we have this hadith is sound, and it is also mashur, so it's a step below a mutawatir report, in which our teacher said that the hadith should have 10 or more rijal. When we say rijal in the hadith, we also mean this to include women. So in regards to this, Aisha would be min rijal if we're talking about this issue from hadith. And from the 12 Shia, this is also narrated by as-Saduq, Sheikh as-Saduq, which of course this is a title that was given to him, not his name, but in al-Faqih, and also in Usul Kafi by Sheikh al-Kulaini, and also Sheikh al-Tusi in Tahdhib al-Ahkam, and al-Istibsar by al-Tusi, who was one of the known 12er scholars in hadith and also in their fiqh. So the first part, al-Walidu lil-Farash, is the son is to the bed, meaning that the child has inheritance rights of the father. So in Islam, whether the mother is what is known as Milka Yamin or Walid, whether she was in times of old a servant girl, a jariya, or a concubine, and this term makes some people uncomfortable, a concubine, then this means that the son belongs to the lineage of the tribe of the father and also has inheritance rights. For instance, unlike child slavery in the United States of America under the so-called Christian way of doing things, where the children of the white slave masters who had black mothers had zero inheritance rights, were not considered part of the family. Well, this is a difference in regards to Islam. Also, even for instance, if there's an issue of zina, right? An issue of zina, then that child would then be considered from the father. Now, walil-ahiri al-hajar, or al-hajaru. So the stone, meaning stoning, is to the adulterer. This means, and for the one who commits adultery, that the had, or the punishment for adultery, meaning a person who is married and then commits zina with 4 proper eyewitnesses that witnesses the penetration in these things, for instance, right? Their punishment is al-hajar, stoning, or also means rajam, and traditionally this means lashes, 100 lashes, and then stoning. And this is the traditional opinion. Stoning is not mentioned in the Quran in regards to the hudud, or the punishment. However, it is narrated by multiple companions, and this was an accepted practice amongst the companions and then the tabi'in and the family of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And there are some modernists or some revisionists that say that stoning has no precedence in Islam. We read the takhrij of all of the books. I also forgot to mention that al-Humaydi narrated this as well in his book. But we have several books from Ahlul Sunnah, a number of Sahaba, who of course are thiqah, who are sound, unbroken chains of transmission. In the books of Ahlul Sunnah, also from Az-Zaydiyya and also from al-Imamiyya, or from the 12 Shia, that narrate this and has this as but one of the proofs, and there's more proofs than this in regards to rajm. So we have to mention this, and for the modernists, and some people try to claim them to be neo Mu'tazila. Well, this wasn't even the position of the Mu'tazila. And by the way, there was no stoning, but our modern sensibilities cannot, from the 21st century, cannot be a judge on Islamic history, number one, about what was correct and or incorrect. And then number two, there can be a discussion about, does this have to be implemented in a particular country? That's a discussion. Of course, in Western countries, there is no such thing. There is no vigilantism. There is no capital punishment for adultery. However, we should not take our modern sensibilities and place the Sunnah under siege, right? And make moral judgments or say the ahadith narrated by several Sahaba means nothing because I think what I know is better. Astaghfirullah wa atubu ilayh. We should not get into that, my brothers and sisters in Islam. So with that, we conclude. Bi-idhnillah ta'ala, we will be with you next night. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam, walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.